Sometimes some things go wrong. What do new shareholders need to consider, Craig, Barry?
It really comes down to, I guess, partly how you've actually funded into the business. So if you're a new shareholder and maybe you've either borrowed from the bank or you might have a vendor finance arrangement in place, obviously the repayments on those finance arrangements need to continue, and oftentimes those repayments will be funded out of the business through dividends or other ways. A concern might be, what happens if the business stops performing to the level that it was prior to you buying in, which sometimes happens, particularly where maybe there's some reliance on a founder or a key internal person. So it's about, how do you manage that? Part of that might be around, making sure you've got sufficient capital outside the business that you can call on if need be. Sometimes it might be an opportunity to look at different parts of the business, and if there are different parts that aren't performing as well, maybe it might be time to do away with those parts, or maybe it's an opportunity to reinvigorate them somehow, just depending on what's going on. And certainly in terms of part of that process, you might look at, who are those key people? And if they're not already owners, is there some sort of incentivization process you can go through with those people to make sure that they do stick around? Oftentimes that they're part of the driving force behind the profitability of the business.
And Craig Hong, anything in that area around things that could go wrong?
I guess sometimes there is always the chance of a little bit of a downturn, just because you do have that transition and there is change, and sometimes with change, people can they're used to operating in a certain way, and so when they're operating in a slightly different way, there may be a little bit of inefficiency or things like that. But I guess it's really a case of having a look at what is causing the downturn or what is causing the problem, and then working out, is that something that was to be expected as part of this deal, or was there something that maybe the sellers didn't tell us, where you might have a warranty claim? So that would be the other thing. So if there is a real problem, say a major customer left, and you find out from that major customer, look, we told the owners we were leaving in the next 6 months, and they've sold the business to you already knowing that was going to be the case, you may then have a warranty claim depending on the terms of the contract. So you really do have to work out, is this just growing pains from this transition we're going through, or have I actually not gotten what I paid for here?